Hello, everyone. This is Erica Swenson Elliott on Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. I'm coming to you a little later in the day because today was a heavy tax day. I got a lot of stuff done, but there's always more to do. I'm starting as usual on my dashboard of my website. And one of the things, we're all here in service to each other and to humanity. And one of the things we all can do is share the specialized knowledge and interests that we've garnered throughout our lifetimes. So I have chosen to work on an eclectic type platform because I have a lot of various interests and specialties. And the first one being a tax accountant, tax expert in US individual taxation, wherever you live in the globe. If you were born in the US or you acquired a US citizenship along the way, you are required to pay income tax for the rest of your life, no matter where you live in the world, and even if you never actually step foot in America. So that is the way the US income tax system works, which is very different from a lot of other countries. So obviously that comes with a lot of burdens and responsibilities with it, but that's what one of the benefits of having US citizenship is. Like, someone has to pay for it, right? So, okay, so enough about that. You can see I'm kind of wound up about tax season. So I'm going to give you a few little tax tips, which is, I like to call it tax minutes, so it's not overwhelming, but you get some good information. The third stimulus check is coming into people's pockets, and in theory, it should be in everyone's pockets as of today, but of course, it doesn't always work that way. It's $1,400 of a third stimulus payment. If you did not get checks 1 and 2, there's an ability to, as we see right here in the fine print, claim the recovery rebate credit on your 2020 tax return. So if you filed your 2020 return and you didn't talk about that, or your tax preparer didn't ask you, you could potentially go back and amend it and again notify that you didn't actually get those previous checks. You can claw those back to you for the first and the second ones that would have been paid out last year. And the $1,400, I think they've kind of figured out all the kinks in there. So if you didn't get the $1,400, you probably have to wait till next year's return, meaning this one, 2021, that you're going to file next year, to reconcile and claim that missing stimulus check. There's a whole bunch of variations. If you've never filed, someone stole your identity, your return was rejected, you filed late, there's a whole bunch of reasons why your stimulus check maybe didn't come. You got married, now you've combined returns, all kinds of weird stuff. So just think about those options. Then the other tax minute tip is here, self-employment tax deferral. If you're self-employed, if you file a Schedule C, if you're a sole proprietor, if you have a single member LLC, if you have partnership income flowing through to your 1040, all of those are subject to self-employment tax. If you have an S Corp, no, that's not subject to self-employment tax. You're required to actually W-2 yourself. So that doesn't apply. But for the rest of you, if you have self-employment tax, the piece that's related to Social Security or FICA, the employer and the employee piece, you can defer half of it over the next 2 years and pay it back in thirds. So it would be your 2020 return, your 21 return, and your 22 return. No interest. If I would take advantage of that, if you are on the fence about it, why pay them early if they're giving you a chance not to? And then it can smooth out that piece. I've had a number of clients this year where, based on all the increases in deductions, you have not had any federal income tax due, but you still owe the self-employment tax on your self-employment income, on your Schedule C, or coming through from a partnership or an LLC. So I know that's a lot of tax jargon, so that's enough for today. I don't want to totally bore you. I want to move over into something kind of funny. We're going to move right to art. So here we're going to go right over to my shop, and you can go to my Shopify store directly with my Erica S. Elliott, which is the name of the brand. If you just want to keep it simple, you can always go to my website, just click on shop, and that'll take you through to the Shopify online store. So here is on my Make Yourself at Home homepage. I like that little play on words. I have my yoga gear collection, and I have it sorted right now by what's best selling. So right now, the Octopus of the Sea original watercolor that I did a few years ago while on the deck of a cruise ship, that one is hot right now. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the colors. I'm just trying to figure it out. I bought the Digital Warrior one and had that one sent as my sample first. And I'm going to go get the Octopus one next. This I love because of I know it's hard to see in this, lighting, but you can see it's a shiny enamel. So for those of you that like matte finishes, this is not for you. This is like the shiny object, white enamel. So it's an 11-ounce bottle. You can see this one has the silver one on the bottom on Digital Warrior. The Octopus one has a white bottom. So that could be a little bit different finish. So I'll let you know once I get that sample sent to me as well. But so far so good, and I just like that they're pretty, and so far it's been better made. It doesn't chip off the paint than some of the other ones I bought, in retail outlets. So that's like the little fun, enjoyable, something pretty after the tax episode there. And then I want to go into my little tech talk segment, which I like to do, and that's with my online content. And I've talked about this the last couple of days, where I use Thinkific as my platform for delivery of digital content. And because I like a lot of different things, I have everything that I ever publish is all bundled up. You can buy it all in one monthly subscription and kind of get everything. And that's right now it's $37 a month, because it's not tons of content as I'm developing more of it. That number, the monthly bundle, will go up as I add more courses into the overall purchase. And then you can always do one-off, like if you just wanted to buy the Mudra course here, Intro to Mudras, which is about 12 mudras for $11. You buy it, you own it, and it's like buying a book, right? It's a digital book. So this platform, the Endeavor University, is my brand for my online content, and that I'm going to end up plugging into the website as well. And I'm going into this detail here about how I'm doing things, because I know a lot of you are interested in developing online businesses. Perhaps you're retired and you want to give back, you're bored, you want to contribute your knowledge into the future generations coming after you. And this is a way you can do it. It's very pleasurable in the sense that you're creating something, and you're also sharing your lifetime worth of knowledge that there are other people that will appreciate and value it. And what I've discovered is like attracts like. So if you're putting out a positive energy and excited about what you're sharing, you're going to attract people that have similar interests to yourself. So I encourage you to think about how you can share what you know, because the brain drain is happening all around us. And if you've met some people that have come out of the cookie cutter schools, they have been taught down to and not necessarily encouraged to think outside the box and for themselves. So we have a responsibility to continue to light the way in that regard. And in that regard, I'm going to talk about Jay Campbell, who is the other founder, of the Optimized Tribe. So I've spent the last few days talking about Michael Jaco's platform, and I am going to start talking about Jay Campbell's platform today. So they're partners in the Optimized Tribe, and I am a subscribing member to their group. So I get their digital content, access to their videos, access to their forum. There's about 2,000 of us as paying members inside of their community now. And that community is definitely about focusing on raising our vibrations to this, as Jay has here already, to oscillation. And so talking about like getting, when we operate out of love and service to each other, then we are getting all of us to come up to a higher level of consciousness and closer to God and closer to the divine source. So Jay has a lifetime of studying how to connect your physical fitness. He's done like the bodybuilding competition kind of stuff, and has a lifetime of experiences along with his wife. They've tried a lot of different, you can watch the different episodes on here in podcasts and get more information. He has a lot of information that has the medical community doesn't necessarily want you to know because maybe you won't be buying, medicine. So so that kind of controversial from a traditional mainstream media sense, you can access through these closed communities in a safer, more secure way. So here's his click through to the Optimized Tribe that I was talking about. That's the two of them where they're building this community for like-minded people to connect, come together and encourage each other. Some of my connecting my platform and putting my voice out there, I don't think I would have done without being connected to their community, because it gives you encouragement that, you're not alone and you have a team to fall back on. So you can see how much the products that he gets affiliate income for, he promotes and he uses and he talks about in his platform. So you can watch his or listen to his podcast and see his videos, etc. I've listened to this guy, the Rasha, this Dr. Jerry Rivera. He is amazing. So I would definitely listen to that episode. He's encouraging us within the tribe about what we can be doing to raising our consciousness. So unbelievable health and healing, spiritual healing podcast there. Okay, so that's jaycampbell.com. I think I wanted to do one more little thing, but maybe I covered everything, of super importance today. I think the only thing I didn't really touch on today was elegant turf. And I think I'm just going to skip that segment for today. And I'll kind of do like a little tax tie-in in the next one. I'd like to do unusual comments about real estate and how they are impacted by tax in particular. Okay, and then the last thing I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about my show partners. I think this is the right one. Yeah, here we go. I'd like to acknowledge the show would not be possible without the hard work and the support of the following people. My marketing director and art agent, Shannon Putt. Max Love Solutions, which is Navarro, my marketing and technology expert that connects all the dots for me. BizBooks Expert is my digital brand for my digital tax content. And Arnell Milios works with me full-time on that brand and with all my other endeavors. He's my senior accountant full-time. Besides being a Filipino CPA, he is also a watercolorist like myself. So I'd like to thank my publisher who does all my books. I didn't do a story time with you today. I was doing too much tax stuff. We will do another story time from one of my books tomorrow. And also my Mudra teacher, Sabrina Mesco, who you can also study her lessons, her online coursework from her life's work with mudras. When you buy any of my books, digital content, art, or original products, you are supporting all of my acknowledged participating partners and subcontractors. So onward we go. And I'd like to finish with the Mudra meditation. Each of these, so these are different ones that I have learned from Sabrina. And I think I had different ones coming to my mind today. Okay, so I think we're going to do relaxation and concentration. So you take your left hand, tuck your thumb in, because I need to relax. Make a fist with your thumb inside your left hand. Take your right hand, wrap it around, and you can see how my right thumb is laying on top of my left hand. Left thumb. So you're going to bring that down in front of your stomach chakra, which is your third chakra. And that's like kind of right above your navel. So you're comfortable. You're going to have your neck long, your shoulders down, your spine straight and long, chin level to the floor, sitting upright. You're going to do a long, deep, slow breath. And do an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Do one more together. Inhale. Exhale. So you do that for 3 minutes. You can set the timer on your phone, and that brings you relaxation, concentration, and just kind of calms, chills you out. I haven't really gotten into my health background, but I do have significant allergies, and by using mudras and many other alternative healing methods, I no longer need any medication for them. And that relaxation one that we just did together is one that I use in a restaurant if I've had contact with a food that I'm allergic to, and it literally will help calm down my gastric spasm response. So it's pretty amazing. So it has physical and spiritual properties. And that is it for today. So onward and upward we go. Namaste. Let me always figure out how to turn this thing off.